Even back in my fairy tale days, I never liked those inevitable opening words. Once upon a time. Their bookend, happily ever after, at least made sense to me. The main character ended up happy forever. That was a no-brainer and non-negotiable, the absolute bare minimum we could expect from a good story. The once upon a time, though? Let's just say I had questions. What time were they talking about? Today? Yesterday? Tomorrow? And what did it mean to be upon it? I was uncomfortable with its free-floating slipperiness. It felt like a cheap literary dodge. I've long outgrown fairy tales, but I still have trouble with the concept of time. Maybe it's because my own life has always been an exception to the rule. I lived once when I was supposed to die. And so this story, the one I'm telling you now, has two distinct beginnings. There's the one that starts with, and feel free to groan, a once upon a time. Or at least it feels that way to me because I don't remember it happening. And yet, once upon a time, a click of the camera changed the entire trajectory of my life. I know exactly the when. Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. Approximately 9:59 a.m. The morning of my first birthday. In the photograph, the one that turned me from Abbi Hope Goldstein into the baby Hope, I'm being whisked away to safety by Connie Kramer, one of the women who worked at the daycare center in the World Trade Center complex. I'm wearing a paper crown and holding a red balloon. And behind me, the first tower is collapsing. An AP photographer managed to capture the dust-filled moment, though I have no idea how. You've probably seen the picture. It's everywhere. You can find it hanging on living room walls, and in dorms and nursing homes, and museums, and even printed on t-shirts and tote bags. I kid you not, I once saw baby me on a hat at Six Flags. Like in an actual fairy tale, there are some sad parts to this story which are an unfortunate narrative necessity. Let's get those out of the way as quickly as possible. Connie died 75 days ago. Her diagnosis was ovarian cancer, stage 4, which for reasons I don't know, maybe because it's serious, is written with Roman numerals. She was only 46. XLVI. Connie was 30 on September 11th, 2001. In my house, we all knew that Connie really died of 9/11 syndrome, the catch-all diagnosis for the group of health problems caused by the exposure to toxic chemicals in the air at Ground Zero. For some survivors, it starts with inflammation of the lungs. For others, like Connie, it's mutations and tumors, the assault of that day being retold on this cellular level. On September 11th, 2001, 24,000 gallons of jet fuel blew up. Those of us there breathed in a chemical bouquet that included crystalline silica, which equals bad, asbestos, carbon monoxide, hydrogen sulfide, or sewer gas, and God only knows what else. No, we do know what else. Human ash and human bone, hair and teeth and nails and dreams. Before things get any more morbid, let me share an important bit of happily ever after. Not only did I survive on 9/11 and get almost 16 bonus years so far, but somehow, defying all statistical odds, so did my parents. My mom and dad both worked in One World Trade, the North Tower, on floors 101 and 105, respectively, when no one survived above the 91st floor. 95% of the people in the company they worked for got wiped out. Had they been at their desks, like they were supposed to be, I would be an orphan. Instead, when the planes hit, my parents were sipping frappuccinos 3 blocks away at a ground floor Starbucks, which is the best advertisement for dessert disguised as coffee I've ever heard.